Look at this animated diagram mapping the geometric nodes of a human face. If you wrong a crow, it catalogs your identity, holding a grudge for 17 years. As this matrix expands outward, watch how they organize complex threat assessments to communicate danger. Biologists catalog these traits as evolutionary marvels, but ancient avian legends trace this intelligence back further. They claim these birds possess a cognitive edge gifted to them for surviving an ancient apocalypse. To trace the origin of that terrifying genius, we have to look back at a legendary act of hospitality performed during an outbreak of mass hysteria. The story begins in the Great Woods. It was a lush community, suffocating under severe paranoia. Rumors swept the borders, twisting every shadow into a looming threat. The fear was especially hard on young Vargo, an owl who found himself trembling at the daily gossip. The flock whispered that a caravan of bad hombres was approaching, bringing parasitic cuckoos intent on ruining their society. Seeing the young owl paralyzed by every hoot, Grandpa Owl finally intervened. He settled his feathers and offered to cut through the panic by telling Vargo the true tale behind the rumors. He explained how long ago, an exhausted, lowly cuckoo actually did arrive in their lush woods. She was a solitary, vulnerable outsider, desperately searching for a warm nest to lay her single egg. The cuckoo stood at the edge of a society that had already decided she was a threat. Her presence forced every bird in the woods to choose between the terrifying rumors they had heard and the shivering creature standing right in front of them. The cuckoo first approached the nightjar, asking for a temporary roost. The nightjar refused, citing the logic of incompatible sleep schedules. The cuckoo's chick would simply starve while the nightjar slept. Next, she pleaded with the sparrow, only to be rejected again. The sparrow ran a quick calculation. A cuckoo hatchling would rapidly outgrow a sparrow host, leaving the smaller bird worked to a feather duster trying to feed it. When she finally found a bird her own size, the raven, the response was outright hostile. Terrified of a parasite gobbling his food, the raven cawed his refusal and sent her away to protect his own nest. Finally, at the very edge of the woods, the cuckoo found a lowly crow. Instead of running a risk assessment, the crow offered the exhausted stranger her own meal, a safe branch to sleep on, and a place for her egg. The elite birds relied on self-preserving logic to justify turning a stranger away. The crow, who had been a wanderer herself, chose empathy, a move the others saw as a dangerous risk. By the time the sun rose, the cuckoo had vanished. All she left behind was a single bluish speck